James Alexander Malcolm Mackenzie Fraser, take thee, Claire Elizabeth Beecham, to be my wedded wife.
It's time to chat about the latest update on Outlander Season 8 and which books are set to be covered in the final episodes. Plus, we'll talk about how Jamie and Claire's storyline in Outlander Season 7 Part 2 is exactly what Season 8 needs. Let's dive into everything we know about the upcoming season and see what's in store. After a one-year break, Outlander Season 7 is making its comeback in November 2024, but with a major twist. Jamie and Claire Fraser will be separated. In an update on the Outlander Season 7 Part 2 storyline, it's been confirmed that the iconic couple will go their separate ways for a while, with Claire heading back to the colonies. The first half of Season 7 wrapped up with Jamie and Claire traveling to Jamie's homeland, but their journey isn't getting any easier. With the lingering effects of the Jacobite Rebellion and the chaos of the American Revolutionary War, there are plenty of challenges ahead for them. The rest of Season 7 will adapt the final portions of An Echo in the Bone, the seventh book in Diana Gabaldon's Outlander series. With only 8 episodes left before the show wraps up with Season 8, the series continues to surprise us with new twists and turns. But these changes are setting the stage for an epic, action-packed ending for Jamie and Claire and the show itself. Since Season 8 will cover the last 3 books of the series, it's still unclear exactly where Season 7 Part 2 will leave the couple's storyline before the grand finale. One silver lining to their separation is that Outlander is setting up for a powerful emotional reunion between Jamie and Claire. Looking at their history together, it's clear that they've been through countless hardships, and their bond has only grown stronger over time. This isn't the first time the couple has been apart. Earlier in the series, Claire even left the 1700s entirely, only to be pulled back to Jamie's time. After 7 seasons, their relationship has proved to be incredibly resilient, and it would be surprising if this temporary separation created any major rift between them. That said, Diana Gabaldon, the author behind Outlander, has given fans a surprising update about the show's upcoming Season 8, and it comes with an interesting twist. While Outlander has mostly stayed true to the books throughout its run, Season 8 will diverge from the book series' conclusion. Gabaldon confirmed that the ending of the show's final season won't match the ending of her Outlander books, and for many fans, this brings a silver lining to the changes coming in the last chapter of the TV series. For now, fans still have to wait until November 22, 2024, when Outlander Season 7 Part 2 finally premieres. This season will continue the historical drama that follows Claire Fraser, a former World War II nurse who time travels back to 1743 Scotland, where she falls in love with Highland warrior Jamie Fraser. Most of the show has stuck to adapting Gabaldon's books, 1 per season, but the upcoming 8th and final season will wrap up the story in a way that's different from how the book series ends. This shift has raised some concerns for longtime fans who love the original books, especially since the series has been following Claire and Jamie's journey for over 30 years, since the release of Outlander in 1991. The 10th book in the series, which is still unpublished, is expected to be the final installment, but Season 8 will only have enough time to pull from the last 3 books. Gabaldon has made it clear that the show will need to carefully select key plot points to wrap up the series in a satisfying way within its 10-episode order. While this might sound tricky, there's a silver lining. The fact that Season 8 won't stick to the book series ending means fans won't have to worry about spoilers for the 10th novel. Gabaldon is optimistic about the adaptation process, even though it's clear that the season will be a challenge to pull off. Fans who are concerned that the show might follow the same path as Game of Thrones, another beloved book-to-TV adaptation that outpaced its source material and ended with a rushed, unsatisfying conclusion, can rest easy knowing that Gabaldon has confidence that Outlander's final season will be different. Despite the changes, there's hope that the final season will tie up all the loose ends and deliver a rewarding conclusion for Claire, Jamie, and the rest of the beloved characters. That said, as Outlander prepares to wrap up its 8th and final season, there are some major questions that fans are eager to see answered. One of the biggest is whether or not Jamie's son William will find out the truth about his biological father. Throughout his life, William has been raised by Lord John Grey, but his real father is Jamie Fraser, who had a brief affair with William's mother, Geneva Dunsany. Sadly, Geneva passed away shortly after giving birth to William, and Jamie had to keep their connection a secret because William was born out of wedlock. Geneva's husband, Earl Ludovic Ransom, was even willing to kill William as a baby, which forced Jamie to protect his son's identity at all costs. Despite that, Jamie has never forgotten about William, and throughout Outlander Season 7, he has kept a portrait of his son close to him, always keeping an eye out for him. Even though Jamie has built a life with Claire, his relationship with his children, particularly with William, has been tough. With all his kids spread out across different times and places, it's been a complicated journey for him. Fans are hoping that William will finally learn the truth about his parentage in the second part of Season 7, but if not, Season 8 is really the last chance for that to happen. One of the most intense moments from the end of Season 7 Part 1 was when Jamie was shooting at British soldiers during the Battle of Saratoga and nearly shot William by accident. That moment brought the tension between Jamie and William's hidden connection to a boiling point. Fans are hoping for a cathartic moment in Season 8 where Jamie and William can finally confront the truth and come together as father and son. Another question that needs to be answered before the show ends is what happened to Jamie, the son of Bri and Roger. Even though Bri and Roger have traveled from the 20th century to the 18th century and back, their lives are far from smooth. In fact, they're currently dealing with the traumatic kidnapping of their son Jimmy. The kidnapper is none other than Rob Cameron, a suspicious figure who has weaseled his way into the Mackenzie family's life. Rob wants Jimmy because the young boy is one of the few people who knows the location of the gold buried near Fraser's Ridge. When Rob steals Jimmy and takes him through the stones back into the past, Roger immediately decides to follow, determined to rescue his son. Roger isn't alone in his mission, though. Buck, who has recently traveled through the stones from the 20th century, joins him in the rescue mission. While it's pretty clear that Rob took Jimmy to the 18th century, it's still unclear exactly where or when he went. It's safe to assume he took Jimmy to the gold's location, but we don't know for sure yet. The big mystery remains. How will Roger track down his son, and what exactly is Rob's plan for the gold? These are the pieces of the puzzle that need to be solved before Outlander comes to its conclusion. Fans are eager to see how these storylines wrap up, especially with so many questions still hanging in the air as the series heads into its final season. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below.
Off of what they should be, but even so, you need spectacles, and Ian.